breaking immigration news, and bad news. The travel ban will go into effect on Monday. Countries impacted include Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. We are going to fight this travel ban with
Okay, I
everything we have.
understand the pain, right? But fight it how exactly? Because I don't get that part. How do we fight a system that we don't agree with, that is clearly bigger than us? Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting your girl on this channel. So, guys, all credit goes to the creators in this video. So, guys, in today's video, right, judging from this first video, I'm sure you know what's up and you might have seen the news. 12 countries blocked, 7 more restricted. Trump has banned some countries from coming into the United States. And people are asking that, is this national security or just discrimination in disguise? Because almost all these countries, what am I even saying? Most of these countries are people of color. You know what I mean? Most of them. Anyways, let's get into these videos and let's see what these people have to
Donald
say.
Trump signed an executive action banning travel from 12 countries. President Trump today signed a proclamation that bans individuals from 12 countries from entering the United States, reinstating one of the most controversial defining measures of his first term. The countries impacted are Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. There are an additional 7 countries whose nationals face partial travel restrictions: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. The White House says these are common sense restrictions that will protect America from bad foreign actors. This is not something that should not have been expected. Donald Trump, in his first term in 2017, issued a very similar proclamation, which was dubbed the Muslim ban, banning people based on the regions of the world that they came from, with no actual intel on the country actually being a threat to us. This country, day by day, is becoming more and more aligned with white nationalism, more and more aligned with fascism, more and more aligned with the definition of a dictatorship. Alas, here we
Tonight,
are.
Donald Trump decided to basically bring back one of the most controversial policies from his first term, from very early in his first term. Tonight, the president announced he's banning travel from 12 countries: Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. He also partially restricted travel from 7 more countries. And all of this is an echo of the travel ban he instituted in his first term, one that sparked understandable nationwide protests and a series of court challenges. This is also exactly the kind of provocative action we have come to expect from Trump when he wants to lash out and change.
Is your country
the
dodgy,
subject.
mate? Trump thinks it might be. I'm going to try and remember the list of 12 that immediately said, "You guys are dodgy, mate. You ain't coming in here, mate." Here are the 12. Let me see if I can remember. So we have Iran. That makes sense. We've got the Congo. Man, I love those guys. What do they do? We have Libya. That makes sense. Somalia. Stick a pin in it. Let's talk about those guys in a bit. Yeah. Who else do we have? Myanmar. Now, what do they do? They did nothing, mate. We have Haiti. Did you guys, the cats and dogs, is that, we need to talk. If that's real, we need to talk about that. All right, let me see what other countries. Let me see. All right, hold on a second. We've got Sudan. That's North Sudan, not South Sudan. They don't call it North Sudan, but Sudan, not South Sudan. South Sudanese people, they're all right. But it's Sudan that he said. Afghanistan, obviously, because they got the beef. Yeah. Oh, mate, what other countries did he say? Chad. Now, what did they do? What's wrong? People from Chad, they're all right. Equatorial Guinea, they're all right. What are you putting them on the list for? Is your country
Guys, let
one
me
of the
know in the
countries on the
comment
list?
section. Is your country one of the countries on the list? And how exactly do you think this is going to affect you? Because his supporters, obviously, they will always support him. They are saying that he's protecting America, while the people on the other hand say that is dividing the world, right? Because they believe that when you start banning nations, right, you are not just stopping threats, because you are shutting out students, you are shutting out families, you are shutting out refugees, you are shutting out opportunities, right? No matter how low those countries might be to the United States, opportunities can still come from there, because it's not just about policy, it's about people's lives, right? And global perception. And some people say this is just the start of something much bigger, right? That would the United States be able to handle it? Okay, because the real problem is just that imagine immigrant families, they cannot even bring their families over, their loved ones over. Imagine those that have fiancés, fiance, or whatever in these countries that have been placed on ban. Children that have not seen their parents, they are probably planning to, plan how and process maybe documents on how the parents can come to visit their children after so many years. That has also been stopped. Guys, what do you think about this? In the comment section,
So
let me
something
know.
is going on. This is for my Asian community. So President Trump just issued a travel ban. But my concern is, why is Laos part of the travel ban? Does somebody know something that I don't know? I would love to know, because it seems highly odd that Laos is talk is part of this travel ban. Now, I'm trying to figure out what is going on for Laos to be, again, part of this travel ban. Now, Laos and Cambodia is right next to, hand in hand. What in the world could Laos nationals do to be part of this travel ban? If anybody knows any information between what is going on, other than the so-called war or issue that's going on between Cambodia and Thailand, fighting over Angkor Wat, I'm confused. Can somebody fill me in? Because Laos, I know a lot of Laos people, and I'm sorry, why they are part of the ban is beyond me. So hit me up if you're part of the Asian community. Let me know why Laos is part of the travel ban. Again, am I not hearing something? Please fill me in. Hit me up.
The
Send
Trump
me a message.
administration just announced a massive travel ban. We were waiting for this for months, and now it's official. So, what are the countries included in this travel ban? Expected: Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Congo, Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Most of these countries are because of their instability, they don't have clear vetting when they issue passports for their national, and other security concerns. But there is more. These countries are partially restricted: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Why are these countries listed as well? Some of these countries have large numbers of overstays. People don't leave. Chad, for example, 49% of its people who come on tourist visas never come back, and so they are restricted. This is going to impact immigrant visas and non-immigrant visas, and potentially green card holders.
Citing the attack in Boulder, Colorado, Trump has just placed a full travel ban on nationals from the following countries: Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Also placed partial traveling restrictions on the following countries as well: Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. Now, in a meeting about 30 minutes ago, Trump said this travel ban is basically to target people who have similar backgrounds to the assailant from the Boulder, Colorado attacks. And this is sort of reviving a travel ban that he did in his prior presidency that was horrendously unpopular. The other thing to note here is that the assailant was from Egypt, which is not on this list. The assailant was born in Egypt, lived in Kuwait for 17 years, and then relocated to Colorado later. Trump's original 2017 travel ban was basically smashed in the courts. People called it discriminatory, racist, against Muslims, and basically full out was not a popular policy. So the fact that he's bringing it back up is kind of crazy, but not super shocking knowing the attack that just happened. Because he propositioned this in front of popular Jewish leaders in America, saying that this is to combat anti-Semitism. Important to note that this goes into effect literally this evening, ASAP. I'm sure it will probably be challenged in the courts, and we'll see where that goes, but that's where we are.
Trump just banned 12 countries from entering the United States. Here's the full list and why. And before that, hit the follow. I greatly appreciate it. So today, Trump just signed a proclamation that completely bans entry from 12 countries, citing security risk, weak ID systems, and poor visa enforcement. This includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Plus, 7 more countries now face partial restrictions, including Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. The White House says this fulfills Trump's promise to protect Americans from dangerous foreign actors. This was reportedly fast-tracked after the anti-Semitic attack in Boulder, Colorado, which officials say helped
Some
trigger
details
the
about the travel ban that you may not know. Only applies to people who are outside the United States on the date of its proclamation. And it only applies to people who don't have a valid visa on the date of the proclamation. The travel ban does not apply to green card holders. It doesn't apply to athletes who are going to play in the World Cup, the Olympics, or other major sporting events. It does not apply to immediate family members. I'm talking about people who are married to U.S. citizens or parents of U.S. citizens or minor children of U.S. citizens. Unfortunately, there is no carve-out exception for K-1 visas. So if you're applying for a K-1 visa and you're from a travel ban country, you're stopped. Travel ban does not apply to cases based on adoption. SIV cases, special immigrant visa cases, are not subject to the travel ban. There is an exception for people who are facing persecution based on ethnic and religious tension in Iran. And there's an exception that would be granted
So
on a
if there are
case-by-case
exemptions,
basis.
are those exemptions not also able to produce threats, right? In quotes, if because the reasons for this ban is that to protect the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security, public safety threats. So if you are still making exemptions, can these exemptions still not bring threats to the United States? Administration says that these countries, they have inadequate vetting procedures, insufficient information sharing, and it could allow these individuals pose security risk to enter the United States, right? So, and some people think that this ban, right, targets the Muslim majority because the administration still maintains that the ban is a necessary measure, right, to ensure the safety of American citizens. Because in doing so, it prevents potential threats, in quotes, from entering this country. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Do you think it's a smart move, or do you think there is more than meets the eye? Because at this point, we don't even know what is going on, right? Everything is just, I don't know, guys. I don't know the word to use for it. If you have found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please turn your notifications so you can know when I post a new video. I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Ciao.